No, and a similar story happened when I was in ECW at a house show. I might have told you before, Chad. We had Terry Taylor come one night just as a guest, and he was in the back, and we had done, I think we did a mixed tag or something, and you know, it was a house show. It didn't draw as much as a TV taping, obviously, but we all gave it 100%, which we always did as a performer, whether a fan buys, you know, if there's 10 fans or 1,000 fans, you want to give them what they paid for. And I remember coming to the back and Terry greeting us and him asking us, why did you work so hard? And we looked at him and I said, I don't understand, sir. And he said, it's a house show. Yeah. And we didn't understand that mentality. Like, we were just like, well, we always work hard. Like, what? It doesn't make a difference if it's a house show. Now, house shows, we had a little more fun. It's a little more loose. You know how it is. You know, you could do a little more and not have to worry pressure-wise. But as far as performing, you want to give everybody what they paid for. You want to put on a show. And I love Terry, but I just didn't understand the mentality of that question. Like, I don't care if it's a house show. We're going to give the fans what they want, you know? And that's the mentality that I grew up and I learned in this business, you know, all these years. So I see that you have the same kind of thought.
Yeah. And that's just how it's always been from developmental on. It just, you instilled, you give it everything you got. Now, I'm not going to, you know, get dropped on my head in front of 100 people. I wouldn't get dropped on my head in front of 5,000 people. Or
no, you have to be safe.
Yeah.
You know?
But there's a way that, as far as how you work and the energy that you put into the match, it should be the same no matter what the show, in my opinion.
Exactly. Well, I do have a question for you. Where did Feed Me More come from? Because I love that. Yeah. That was so clever. And I said, I wonder if he came up with it or was it creative? Like, who did that?
Yeah. No, so creative, WWE's not, like, I own everything. They never gave me anything. Everything I did was all mine, and then they just decided to use it on TV. The Feed Me More came from when I was released living in Louisville, Kentucky. I was working at a restaurant called Smoky Bones. And all the cooks, I got that job there speaking and communication a little bit, and to feed myself because my food costs were so high, and I just got released out of developmental. So I decided to get a job serving so that I could supplement my food bill by eating at this restaurant. And they had a lot of really good food, but the cooks, they all knew I wanted to go back to wrestling. The cooks would like take steaks and chicken wings. They would purposely mess up orders and then put them in boxes and hide them in the back for me. And they'd go, that's where I got Big Guy, because my manager there goes, he called me Big Guy. And I go, I'm going to use that on TV someday. And then I trademarked Jimbo. I call him, his name is Jimmy. I call him Jimbo Slice. And then the cooks, there was a cook named Magellan, and he had all these burn marks on his arms. He was a real vet in the culinary field, and he would say, "Hey, Big Guy, feed me more, feed me more." And that was the code. That was the code that I'd have food in the back. And so, feed me more. That was like put in my head then, and then I started using it a little bit. Like it was to me. It became when I discovered the book, The Secret. My mentality for getting meat. I was poor at the time, so feed me more was I wanted more out of life. I wanted to start setting goals again like I used to, and then get those goals, and then stay hungry, and then more goals. And then, so that kind of became my mindset. And then on WWE, the whole Ryback thing, and I was Ryback, and when I went back to OVW, I created a Terminator character down there. And in WWE, they changed me from Ryback to Skip Sheffield, and then I got injured with my ankle thing, and I came back. I was adamant, I'm going to be Ryback. I'm going to be Ryback. It's who I am. And then out there on TV, they were giving me those local competitors. And just one day, I don't know why, it was making a cover very early on in the enhanced talent, and I just looked at the camera and I just screamed, "Feed me more." I don't even remember doing it. But Vince saw it. Road Dogg Jesse James came up to me backstage. He goes, "What was that you said to the camera on the cover?" And I said, I don't. I'm like thinking, I go, "Feed me more." And he goes, "Keep saying it. Vince loves that."
And oh my gosh. That's awesome. You must have sold 1 million shirts.
We did really well there before they took it all away. So
that's awesome.
It was very grateful for all of them.